We are at a giant cyborg city crab, which is pretty cool. It's a shame that it's so isolated, but it also means we can finally get rid of this letter that's been cluttering everything for so long. Wait, what? Oh, sorry. I thought that's how we delivered it. No? Okay, so presumably here. Hideaway. On the back of a gigantic beast live exiles from every corner of the Neath. Here gather the traitors, heretics, artists, fools, and the too honest. Despite possessing a range of radically different ideologies, these outcasts live together peacefully. Hey, that's nice. Alright, explore the city, record the habits of those that dwell within. A city of strict custom. Most hideaway dwellers toil to strengthen their city against the Z's crushing weight. Those that don't instead prepare for that night's festival. And all without a word spoken aloud. If they need to communicate, the people of Hideaway rely on a strict system of acutely formal gestures. Interesting. You buy memento. Search your belly. Goods for food. Well, I don't need I don't know what a memento would be. Oh, the impolite investigator. This is where he requested you bring him. The impolite. He's been here since like episode 4. He's grown like a wispy little beard just stapled to the inside of our submarine. At last, we're finally letting him escape. The impolite investigator grins as he disembarked. As soon as he's exited your ship, he spots a small ancient man, the sprightly visionary. The investigator rushes over to him and shakes his hand while unleashing a barrage of questions. What's your name? Reason for exile? How's the food? The visionary writes a message in the notebook chained to his wrist. He presents it to you both. Welcome. Sorry, must run. You need to register yourself. Go straight ahead. Advice. No questions. Befriend Temtum. Good day. There's a search for truth being conducted here in Hideaway. Ooh, yes. The sprightly visionary. Oh, I was about to say, I need a searing enigma in order to help him with cabling. Okay. Festival. Visionary. Yeah, a scholar. Yeah, we have that scholar too. We've built up so much because we've never come here. Deliver a scholar of lost causes. The bandaged scholar surveys the miserable crowd with open disdain. Yes, these should suffice. The last you see of the scholar, he is trying to get an artist to answer his questions and is shaking in frustration. A crowd seems to be closing around him. Oh god, he's going to be murdered. He's going to be slaughtered. Alright, so I don't know. We should. I'll give the letter first, and then we'll do the 7 against Nida. So the withered man stares at the letter in silent anticipation. The sprightly visionary tears open the letter, scanning it quickly and then reading again more closely. His emotions are guarded, but his fingers gently trace the ascot around his neck. In response, the visionary writes only, "Tell Lorenzo he is dismissed from his service." Hesitantly, he gives you the salute of a cognate commander before rushing off to busy himself with other work. Okay. So we'll have to go back to Lorenzo, I guess. Inform the sprightly visionary that the 7 against Nida have returned. You recognize him from Miriam's bone statue. He is Eric, the 7's captain. Or Arik. I think I pronounced it Arik before. He grins wickedly and squeezes your arm. Then he begins scribbling in his notebook. Have been waiting, he writes. Tell Mariam I have not been idle. Help me, and the 7 will have a potent weapon against Nida. Ah, yes. Excellent. Another person recruited. Okay, so manual save after stupidity. All good. Let's introduce a Blemigan. The Blemigan rushes towards an open grate and leaps into the darkness. A worker standing nearby smiles broadly. She waves at a group of her fellows to gain their attention. Then she points down and sweeps her hand up to her heart. She takes a few side steps before throwing her hands into the air. What could she be saying? Her co-workers nod, raise their own hands into the air, and sway for a moment. It's unclear whether they're happy, but they're certainly not displeased. Okay. I think that's good. I don't know. Sweep hand up to heart, reach out. Propagation of spores? I don't know. Okay, so. Check on the investigator. The impolite investigator ignores the patterns of resting and waking established on Hideaway. He never seems to sleep. At all hours, he can be found asking questions or studying the city. Today, however, he's withdrawn to his room and is unduly quiet. What is he up to? Ooh. 7 diving suits take up the investigator's room. We're exploring the space between Temtum and its city shell, but we'll need another 5 divers. Uh-oh. 5, 14, 26. Yeah, if I lose 5, I'll definitely die. So I would have to make sure that I pass. Manual save. So I'll just say scum it. I could also, like, I guess, maximize my iron. Okay, so cook. No. Mascot. Gonna assign them for now. Iron 6 for surgeon. 6. Okay, so that's slightly better. First officer, iron plus 8. Yep, that wins. Surgeon and engineer. Iron plus 6, but no, he's not. Iron plus 6. Okay. Alright, so. So now we're 73. Manual save after stupidity. And we'll try it. Ooh. The investigator leads you to the depths of Hideaway. Did you know there's an enterprise to construct kelp farms on the outside of Temtum's cheeks? We'll use their hatch to study the shell's inside, its cheeks. One after another, you splash into the dark. With your light, you can see the flesh of the beast beneath you. It is bruised, bloodied in some places. In others, it's mere feet from the shell. The investigator points ahead to a thick cable hanging down from above. As it comes more clearly into view, it sparks. The charge results in a convulsing of Temtum's flesh. You return to the city as swiftly as you can, but several of your crew were caught by Temtum's shifting body and crushed between his shell and his flesh. As soon as you're back in Hideaway, the investigator strips out of his diving suit and flees. Oh God. But I still have enough crew, so they're torturing it, I guess. Okay, coffee, honey. Okay. Honey, wine, coffee to investigator Hideaway. Alright, so that will I can survive that loss, I think. Alright, so we're gonna aid. Yeah, so we'll aid. A small man with liver spots on his head and wispy white hairs on his chin is struggling to roll a wheel of heavy cabling. Together, you roll the wheel through Hideaway. You pass women lugging blowtorches and bags of cement, and men trying to smile as they put on diving suits. Eventually, you pass through an iron gate to a workroom. At the room's center is a deep pit. A large electrical alternator looms against the back wall. The visionary plugs the cable into the alternator and slowly feeds the rest down into the pit. When finished, he writes a short message in the notebook chained to his wrist. Thank you. Usual helps working on a faulty line. May need you in future. As he hands you the note, he looks up, revealing his neck. It's one huge scar. Ooh. He's industrious for one so old. He's always running around the city, aiding his cablemen or repairing electrical faults. He passes a toolbox to one of his workers and rushes over to you. He writes in the notebook chained to his wrist. The visionary passes you a scrap from his notebook. Alternator engines near dead. Need fuel. Provide? Oh, I can't get 7 fuel. I need that fuel. 7 fuel. Okay, so that'll have to be next time, I guess. Is there a shop here? No, of course not. Why would there be? Right, so I can join a festival, I suppose. I can't remember what I was doing last time, so I'm sure I'll do this and be like, oh no, I needed this. Something awaited you. They do not have much to offer, but maybe you'll find something of interest. Okay. Well, I can sell it for a bad deal. I can sell the supplies for a worse deal. But I can buy strange catches for $25. I think that's what it is in Irem, so I guess it depends on which corner of the world that I'm going to, northeast or northwest. Oh. I can sell them for meter salt? I don't think there's a good reason to, so I won't. Okay. I'm not happy about losing the people, but I can survive with 16. How many more can I lose? 2. I can lose 2. Oh, well. Okay, so after stupidity 2, because I've probably been dumb. Alright. One of the dwellers bows deeply before you and performs the gesture of friendship by showing you her wrists and crossing her arms to touch her shoulders. She then fumbles in her pockets before she presses a small shell into your hand. It's curled like a wave. A little claw darts out and nips at your finger. The woman coos at the tiny creature. Aww. A little being. I love it. Ooh. Though everyone in Hideaway has a night to celebrate a festival of their own making, most dedicate their efforts to one of 3 great events. The silent reel. Throughout the night, the people will dance. There will be no music, nor any obligations to conform to a particular style. I can do that with a supply, a supply, a supply. Okay. The hour of our reflection. There is a dweller too ancient and too mad to help maintain Hideaway. Instead, the suggester serves a ceremonial role. During the festival, they bark out a phrase, which everyone then represents through art. Invariably, the topics are variations on handsome Temtum's generosity or Hideaway's superb lifestyles. And then the rainbowing. Revelers will indulge in a colorful feast featuring the finest food Hideaway can manage to find in the abyssal depths. Ooh. I don't think they have any colors. I don't know what any of these do. No clue, no clue. I guess I'll... I guess I ought to... this is the one that is least interesting to me. But I suppose I ought to start from the top. So, silent, real... Done. Okay. A high lattice has been constructed over the festival square. It holds dozens of filament bulbs. A spool has been suspended in the center of the square. It is wound with a dull puce ribbon. When the ribbon is entirely unwound, the festival will end. Okay. The master of the dance holds the ribbon in his teeth. He is dancing through the crowd. Okay. The master clasps hands at a shuffling dancer. The shuffler gives a smile, but his eyes fill with hate. He bites a section of ribbon, fixing it between his teeth, and joins the master's dance. Oh. Uh. Keep dancing? How long has it been? The master of the dance has obliged more to bite onto the ribbon, but he still has so many left to claim. Nervous? He must have been dancing for a few hours now, but it just goes on. The only relief from the quiet is a regular clap from the master of the dance. The great chain of dancers weaves through the crowd without a noise. There are formerly holy teachers, once monarchs, warriors without battles, short-changed merchants, a growing and ceaseless parade. Some move with grace, others only sway in their steps out of obligation. The spool continues to unreel. Oh God. But you're supposed to do it silently, right? Give them a song. I feel like that's a bad idea. Just keep dancing. It's been many hours. They cannot maintain this forever. Eventually, the master claps at you, and you bite the ribbon and take your place. Shortly thereafter, the spool unwinds completely. There is a modest bang, and the air fills with fluttering papers. On each, a resident of Hideaway has written their secret. The dancers fall on them in a frenzy. You snatch as many as you can. The one whose mercy led to colonial establishment. The seller of names. The one whose theories on is not proved too dangerous. The one who stormed the city. What's this? The name is too smudged to read. Okay, so we know who that is. Okay, well, we got some stuff. Not the most exciting, but oh well. Okay, so that's, I think, the best that I can do for now. Why is this still open? No, nothing awaits you. So if I click on that, that won't lead to anything. Oh wait, it will? I thought it wouldn't. Oh man. I thought I was ready to go. How disappointing to have more content. No. I lost 5 supplies? It definitely said 1 before. It must cost more if you do it second or something. The hour of our reflection. There's a dwelling. Yeah, okay. The dwellers of Hideaway have collected rubbery, pliable fish flesh and piled it in the festival square. Once the theme is announced, the dwellers pick out the choicest material from which to build their offerings. Okay. You don't know much. You don't know enough of their culture to risk something more adventurous. A miniature Temtum is sure not to give offense. Yeah, that's fair. From the pile of debris, you pick out fresh slabs of meat and sharp spines. It isn't difficult to slice the pale flesh into, roughly, the shape of Temtum. The spines do an admirable job of holding your little Temtum together, too. The near-forgotten betrayer across from you beams at your work. He tries avoiding looking at the blithe fiddler beside him, who crams spine after spine into the man-shaped slab she's created. Oh no. God, there's a lot of terror in this place. The near-forgotten betrayer next to you bites his thumb until the droplets of blood ooze. It isn't an offering without something personal. You scratch the palm of your hand and a streak of blood swells up. You squeeze it onto the lump of flesh you're working on. There, a scarlet mark runs between Tentum's eyes. Others around you are more generous, slicing deep into their fingers, then daubing the blood onto their offerings with tenderness. Their expressions are beatific. Others force a smile, chew at their nails, and spit the pieces into their offerings. I've gained more terror here than in the opening of Frostfound. Okay, explain your offering. A parade to a black, guttering hole begins. Each creator takes a moment to name their offering before throwing it into the offering pit. I don't need to keep it. They name their offerings in turn. 1,000 helping fingers from my neighbor, the miracle that brought me here, deportment. You show the dwellers of Hideaway your offering. It was difficult with the limited materials, but you managed to give the lump of meat and guts a passing resemblance to the shape of Temtum. They seem pleased, but more impressed by your skill with their sign language. You managed to convey that Temtum is important even to you, a stranger. Your offering is the last to go down the offering chute. The suggester gestures their wish for the good health of all, Temtum most especially. The people of Hideaway take this as their cue and depart. Okay, that's a lot of terror. Will be more difficult to participate. Is that why it costs more supplies? Maybe? I don't know. I'm holding on to my supplies for now. Manual save. Nope. After stupidity 2. Okay. I don't know where we're going next. I see in my hold that I have a number of things. Okay, so I should probably head to Empire of Hands if I can. Where am I? Okay, so I think that's probably what I'll do next. I'll head up there. Something happened. I vaguely recall Fathom King's Hold. I keep going there, and either I don't have an adventure is occurring tag, or I don't have the wine I need. Very frustrating. Okay, so I'm going to go north to Empire of Hands, and then I'll sell my sapphires somewhere. Presumably, wait, where's the best place for sapphires again? 95 in Anthe. Polythreme is also 95. Chelinate is 99. So I might just go straight north if I can stand it. Okay. Ooh, maybe I shouldn't have gone rightwards. I'm right on the edge of the map. Giant crab. Wonder of nature. Ooh. Everything is trying to kill me. Down here in the deep. Okay, so here we are. Don't feed the crew while we're surfacing. I need them lean and hungry for adventure. Okay. I'll just do after stupidity. I don't foresee dying in a ditch necessarily. Nothing bad can come of this. I think it causes a problem. Yeah, I can't put it here because I guess the Blemigans interfere with the Zeppelin stuff, so it actually puts you back a fair way. Alright. Hydrogen. Okay. Delivered. With hydrogen to fill the Zeppelin, the fuel required to power it will go much further, as indeed will the Zeppelin once it has been completed. The oversea pays you your delivery fee. Okay, so each one is 20. So I would have to do roughly 4 more. Well, that's fair. Zeppelins. Yeah, you have to give 5. Okay. Port report. Okay. So it'd be cool if I could go on that treasure hunt now. I think it was... I forget if I had to go back to the Lost Treasure Hunter. Okay. Secrets are buried here, ready to be uncovered. Okay. So I can do it now. Should I try to keep this something awaits you for the Fathom King? No. No. The only thing from the Fathom King is the Poissonnier getting upgraded. So, Into the valley. The map of the island shows where to begin. The instructions on the back explain the rest. You only have time for 1 dig attempt per visit. Every time you return to the valley, you will begin at the correct point for finding the treasure. Okay. Oh no. Coordinates? I don't remember this. Hold on, I'm grabbing a notebook that's larger. Okay. Currently, I'm at X7, Y3. I remember people talking online like this might be a little messed up, but we'll see. A promising bowl of thick trees and the occasional bursts of space, as silent as lost gold and filled with hiding places. Be sure you have space in your hold for treasure. Oh, that would have been smart of me, but okay. So, okay. North for each city the bats have brought down. Okay, so north 5, because you have, I don't remember their names, but you have like a Mesopotamian one, you have an Egyptian one, you have a Mesoamerican one, you have whatever you would call the Mongols, and then you have London, and then in future it's going to be Paris, and then maybe Moscow, I guess. Okay, then east to the river where no man fears to drown. Okay. Drownless river. Then south for each island the empire can claim. Isn't that 4? 4 question mark islands can claim, because you have what? You have Port Stanton Island. Oh God, I wish I'd boated about more. You have the Wild Wheel Court. You have the Ash Isthmus. That's where our little girl came from. You have Treasure Island, which is where we are. And you have, Hearthstake Village, whatever it is, with the cannibals. I don't know. I mean, Is the Zeppelin a separate island? Zeppelin Island, question mark? Uh-oh. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5? And there might be more, I don't know. Okay. And then west for each bearer of the emperor's name. Oh, God. 2 plus. uh, and then head straight for the horizon? Like north if it's avid horizon? The place that's far to the north with the gate, the dimensional gate. Um and you do that times 2. So I guess north 2. And then west with a 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess. And then shape of X. X, a seeker misled. Nothing but eternity belongs to the dead. So we're stealing from a corpse. Always good. So 1, I'm pretty sure about. 2, I figure we're going to be able to figure out from context clues. 3, I'm less good on. I'm hoping. It said you can only dig once. I hope that means that I can travel around unlimitedly. So I can look at 4 and I can look at 5. And then west, probably more than 2. I don't know how many emperors there have been. Ooh, I don't know. I don't even know where I would find that because it's not like in the court. No clue. Number of emperors. It doesn't tell me. Of course not. Well. Right. I love how people are like, hey, I've tried at least 3 times to do the treasure hunt. I don't get it. And everyone's like, read the map. No. Oh, that's rough. Someone whose native language is Chinese. They've tried over 7 times. Oh. Yeah, yeah. You don't know how many emperors there have been without finishing the Zeppelin. Yeah. Huh. God, the number of people who have decided to spend their time answering a question by essentially saying I don't know is fascinating to me. Absolutely fascinating. Uh, yeah, people don't know. I mean, the answers are somewhere online, but well, anyway, okay. So you could start here. Okay. So we know we're going. Uh, First of all, manual save after stupidity 2. I saved before in after stupidity 1, but this is just in case. All right. So we know we're going north 5 times. It said that you always start in the right place to start, so I'm guessing the XY doesn't actually matter except for like say you know the number, you know the XY, and you don't want to deal with this, so you just navigate over to it. Okay, so we're gonna go north 5 times. 1. Ooh, something skulls in the branches as you push past. North 2 times. 3. 4. I'm not going to be able to read this stuff as I go. I can't think and also read at the same time. What do you think I am? 5th time. Okay, so that's 5. So currently I'm at X7, Y8. All right. Now I go east. And I go east. Mud leaks into my boots. You can drown in mud. Go east. What? What? I can't go any further. How have I already failed? Dried up riverbed. Dried up riverbed. Okay. So I think that was east 2. Dried up riverbed. Because you can't drown in a dried up river, or so I'm told. I'll figure out a way. Okay, so now we go south at least 4 times. So, oh wait, x equals... Oh, it won't tell me. But y equals 7. I don't know what my x is. I didn't write it down. Okay, so y equals 8, and then we're going south. So 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, 4 time. So y equals 4. I'm not going to go with 5th time. So next is west at least 2 times. Oh boy. West times 2. Okay. So that was 9-4. Now we're at 8-4. Now we're at 7-4. And surely there'd been more than 2 emperors, but I don't know how many. Um, ba-bum. Go west. That's 3. That's 4. I'm going to do 6. 6 total. Five and 6. Okay. So now we're at x equals 3, y equals 4. Oh, a small hill. Small hill. Okay. So I did 6 west. Now we're going to go 2 times north towards the avid horizon. So north 2, 1, 2. So x equals 3, y equals 6. Ooh. Face drawn in ground in chalk. Is that a seeker misled? Maybe. I don't know. I don't think so, because we still have one more thing, which is west 4. I just realized I may not... I'm at x3, right? I probably can't go west 4. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so west. So west 4 from here. 1, 2, 3. And I can go no further. So I'm currently at so you can't go further. So I'm at x equals 0, y equals 6. So if I got the number of islands wrong, then I probably need to go if islands plus 1y. If I got the number of emperors wrong, it shouldn't matter, because that was going west and we're going west. So, I mean, like, obviously it matters. Like, but it would be, like, somewhere along the X. So if monkey, if emperor, I guess, plus X of X. And as far as everything else, I think that's pretty much set. So I'm going to try going up Y. Okay. So, x0, y equals 7 equals nothing. I'm going to move along the x-axis, which is east. Okay. X equals 1, y equals 7 equals nothing. I'll go down 1. Oof. Yeah, I've really done poorly, huh? Uh, go east. Oh. I mean, there's a large stone idol. And this is x2, y equals 7. A seeker misled. Well, I've certainly misled myself. Equals a large stone idol. I feel like that's not it. A seeker misled. That's not. And there's no X. I was promised an X. Dang. I was almost confident that I was going to be able to suss this out. Dang. Hmm. I just don't know. Uh, I I don't. Oh right, I forgot to. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. I got. Sorry. I'm I'm using my poor little brains as best as I can. South. Oh, yeah. I misunderstood. Okay, so I need to go further south if there are more islands. That's one thing. Um. Okay. Equals 6. I'm trying to undo my damage. Uh. So, is there anything to the east of us? Just a small hill. A small hill. I don't think that's it. And that was at x equals 3. Um, ooh. So this is y4 x1 crossbones. I stumbled a lot, but at least I was vague. Like I should feel shame. I should feel regret. But honestly, I was kind of in the vicinity. The only thing that messed me up was that I was going positive Y, because in my head that was increasing the number of islands. And I should be going, because you go south for each island. So that's why I was subtracting. And that meant that it wasn't necessarily X that was wrong, so I was backtracking on my X's. So, I mean, this surely is it. Okay. God, could you imagine just seeing me just stumbling around like Mr. Magoo? Or like, I guess, Mr. Bean for like a slightly more modern reference. And just stumbling into treasure. Your shovel clinks against a box. Who buried this mountain of loot here? Well, it's not your problem. If they ever come back, they will be sorely disappointed. A pot of violent ink. The color of necessary but troublesome connections. According to other traditions, the color of blood shed in a inspired place. It is very hard to forget anything you've written in violent ink. Oh ho. So X1, Y4. That's wonderful. And I had room enough in my hold? Oh, this is a modern miracle. Iron plus 5, engine power plus 250. That's increasingly not useful, but 7 pages isn't great either. Okay, alright, okay. I'm just getting nervous about fuel. Because I can't get fuel at the Chelinate, and I intend to go to the Chelinate. So I might buy some for a loss here. Okay. Ooh, that was stressful. I'm just not very smart. Goodness gracious. Right, was talking with them. I'm not selling my soul for a mere 200. Oh, 60 fuel. Awful. I thought there was a better... I thought there was something. Well, no, I guess not. Well. Okay, so. Manual save. After stupidity. So this is wonderful. Okay, so. Are you want to overwrite? Yes. Okay, I gotta think. So, Cosmogone, Violent. So I have Violent. Cosmogone. Or Cosmogon. I do not... Yeah, I still don't know what causes Cosmogon. That's pretty cool. I love that hue, too. Little iridescence. Okay. Alright. So, manual save. After stupidity. Sure. Ooh, alright. I wonder if there are other things buried there. I don't know. I mean, presumably you can go back and do it. But I don't need to go anywhere, I don't think. So now it's just a matter of what's the fastest way to the Chelinate. So I've done a save. So if I mess this up too badly, I can... Well, I mean, the Gant pole is right there, so I should... Yeah, I should be fine. It's a little more expensive, but... I'm a monster and I need to fill out my map. Even if I'm on the verge of dying. Okay. Like, I'll never know who Sacha is. Oh, God, what? Oh. What's the Eater of Names again? Are they just bad guys, or? Whew. No, thank you. I genuinely don't recall who they are. Okay, I mean, with 4 fuel, I can get down to Gant. I can't remember who the Eater of Names are. You have Tree of Ages, which is a horrific spider ship. But what was the Eater of Names? I don't recall. Okay. Manual save. That's stupidity too, but I'm pretty sure I'm safe. Let's sell all these sapphires. I forget, did I need sapphires for anything? I hope not. Because I don't really intend to keep any. I'm sure I have a note somewhere. But I don't have it with me right now, so it just takes time to get them. So should be fine. And there's Stygian Ivory that I can fill up on. I'm curious on if I should propagate Blemigans here. Where are... Like, what is it? Is the Chelenate one of the places where you don't get any propagation? No, it looks like it. Okay. So it looks like it works. Here. I guess. I could do that. I did save, right? Manual save after stupidity 2. Yes. Alright. Perhaps it will nestle in some crevice in the ancient shell. You chivvy it onto the key. Oh. Ouch. A casually flung fishing spear pierces the Blemigan. It deflates to a soggy mess. A Chelenite grins savagely at you. Some response is clearly required. Good shot, madam. Good shot. Well. So I guess not. I guess this isn't a good place for it. I thought it said you could. One can try to drop off Blemigans. Oh, you don't get any at the Chelenate. Reading. Reading. Ridiculous. Okay. Alright, so don't waste your time giving it here. I thought there was like a list of places where it's recommended that you do it. Here we go. Igul. Right. Yeah. Can't do it at Port Cecil either. Can you do it at the Gant Pole? No. It has a 5% chance of succeeding. Wonderful. Okay, so I think that's it for here. I have the port report. So I guess I'll do 50. Okay, so that leaves 18 for fuel and supplies. So should be fine, right? He said as he hopped into After Stupidity 3. Okay. The Eater of Names. Why am I not going? What happened? That's so strange. What? Should I not help her? This next weary beast. Am I? I don't get it. Every time I come here, how many sea creatures do I have to give? Okay. This is worthless. Okay, fine, whatever. Okay. Cool. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know what I'm doing wrong a lot of the time. Ooh, is it gonna be a monster? I'm gonna throw up if it's a monster. Worse, it's a mine. That mine is not mine. What's happening? I'm not going... Is my W key not working? Oh, fudge. That can't be good. Putter pony? What? What? Are you not gonna explain? Not gonna explain putter pony? They're non-aggressive submarines that can be found around the Untersee, most often near the New Khanate. Okay, so you can fight them, I guess. Weird stuff that you can do where you can, like, listen to the crew's last moments after you destroy them. Hear their last wishes, and you get intriguing snippets out of it. Kind of cruel. Wait. Where am I? Who am I? This is Consplory. Do I need to be here? No. Actually, I don't think I need to be here, period. It's just, like, if I want to get some suspicion in exchange for a port report, which I don't particularly. Do I need anything from Con's heart? I don't know. I'll probably be kicking myself later, but as of right now, no. Alrighty. Polythrene. Some of that. Got stuff to sell. Alright. Doesn't do much. We're like up to 18.5. I think we're at 17 odd. Okay, so I'm not sure what I should do now. mean, I'm not sure that they're worth it at this point in my career. And you'll save after stupidity. Let's see. I may leave it here for tonight. It's past 10. I want to try and find my notes. Maybe I have some more recs to send to a rack. So that might be something. Then we'll head back. We're slowly sort of getting to the end. Where is it? Scrimshander is where Mariam is, I think. So like we gotta go talk with her about replacements for people. Yeah, we're starting to wrap up this game, I think, for the purposes of this playthrough, I believe. I got to start making a list of things. Like, I guess I can try and fight Mount Nomad, trying to complete the last few officer quests, trying to find out what's happening in like Varchis. I know some places have like storylines that are going, like Rack is one. There's like memory and stuff, and I don't know if I'm ever going to complete it. Barnett's Keep. Like, it'd be cool to promise, hey, like, I'm going to figure out what's going on in the cathedral there, how people go in and don't come out. Or like Dahut, where it's like there are people imprisoned in there, but I don't know if I'm gonna figure it out. My goal is to just sort of end, regardless of what's left, is to sort of end once I finish the ambition. And I'm not sure, but I think the ambition ends once I get all 7 people. Thank you. So, let's see. Ambition. Alright, so we have the captain, the financier. We need a guide. We need a healer. Is that really 2 left? Hold on. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that makes more sense. So I got 3 remaining. The healer, the guide, another one I don't know. I do gotta go. Oh, yeah, that's another thing I have to put down on my list. Gotta go back to Undercrow and tell the guy who's TFing into an undead moth that his boyfriend says he's released from his issues. So let's see, so today's 8/4. Gotta go to Undercrow with message. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there for now instead of having you hear me mutter over my pen. So I hope you have a good rest of your evening. Sleep well, sweet dreams of giant crabs snibbity snabbiting, whole undersea villages, presumably. My